I don't know how we've gone so long with letting this like that, where I strongly believe that education and prevention is the key. And I'm not saying I have the potion magic to fix it, because it's not true. I don't have any potion magic to fix it. It's all of us that needs to make that happen. Is all those horrible old men that goes to out of the school and abuse those girls that needs to be put in jail and put responsible for that. Is that 25 years old that's sleeping with the 14 years old that has to go to jail? Is that 45 years old sleeping with the 15 years old that has to go to jail? Is that married husband that has a little 17 years old on the side? All of them, because all those men are responsible for that. All those girls, they are abusing those girls in a way because those girls have no education. They are seeing the mobile, they are seeing this, they are seeing manger for some of them, they're seeing a bit of care because they're lacking care in their homes. They don't have a family sometimes to take care of them. The family is already broken. The mama has already 4 children from 4 different partners that are not helping to raise them, so she has to work a lot. She's being raised maybe by the uncle and the auntie and blah blah blah. Some are being abused inside their homes by people who are inside their homes, by partners who are being brought in the house and just leaving after. So there's so many stories there. I feel like everybody feels a bit overwhelmed by the situation. I feel like we need to stop it. Like, it has to stop. We have to draw, like, okay, we stop it now, we do something about it, because this problem has been going on for so long. It's been continuing going on. And last year, so in 22, in November, end of October, beginning of November, National Assembly actually voted, and they all agreed, the 26 people sitting in the National Assembly agreed that we need to change the law. I was hysterical. I was screaming in front of my TV. I was like, oh my God, they're accepting to change the law. This is wonderful. This is for me a huge step. Obviously, in the end of January, the law hasn't been changed yet, but it's a good thing because it's a big, big step. And I feel like what we've been sending as information out has really moved. We have to push for the law to change, but I'm a pain, and I'm gonna push it. But even if the law changes, it won't fix the problem. The problem won't be fixed by your law. Now it's education, it's prevention, it's a lot of work that has to be done.
Don't you feel like you're on your own fighting sometimes, because it doesn't
Yes,
seem to be
but
priority?
when I talk to people about it, they all feel concerned. And for me, this is already a very big thing, that I don't have people like, oh, we don't care. Like, literally, when I talk to people, they're like, okay, it's true, Laura, we have. And just the fact that they say it's true, yes, we've seen it, we think it has to change, for me, it's already a big win.
Yeah.
Because you can only do what you want to do. I cannot force people to do it, And so for the past year and a half, I've been talking about this for years and years and years, but for the past year and a half, I've been really, really active into it, maybe nearly 2 years now. And that's why I decided that we're going to create the NGO. So I'll be a bit more, because very often when I go somewhere and I talk about it, they look at me and they're like, mais on peut représenter lesquels? And I turn, I'm like, moi? On va pas représenter personne. I'm like, who are you working for? I'm like, I'm not working for anybody. I'm a Seychelles woman who's a midwife and a mother and who's really concerned. But now I feel like if we have the NGO, it will be a bit more heavy when we come. I have this Reza, who's a lawyer, and she specializes in family laws, so she has a lot of knowledge that I don't have. I have other people that have been helping me. The lady in charge of NCC, Mrs. Umaji, she helped me a lot. She was actually the person I went to see a bit more than a year ago, and I went to her office and I talked to her, and she's like, wow, we have to do something. And she helped me. She gave us the place at NCC where we could do those sessions. She has always helping me. I've met loads of people from education through her. So there's loads of people that wanted to change, but it just takes a lot of time. I've been pushing every time I see somebody from the National Assembly. I've been, pushing like that. I know the midwives at the hospital, for example, are tired of the situation.
But it shouldn't be political. It shouldn't be men in the National Assembly that are making these decisions.
I know, but I think, I've said it many times, so that's why when the law passed, I was so excited. Well, not passed, but they accepted to change it. For me, Lucy, yes, teenage pregnancy is not a problem. It's not a problem related only to girls. But at the end of the day, who carries the baby? The woman. Who's going to stop school? The woman. Who's going to carry and bring that child up? The woman, because the man just walked out and did not accountable for what happened, right? Nobody asked them anything unless there's a court case, fine. So
Which
what happened?
very rarely happens.
Exactly. So what happened is, for so many years, this problem, il y a un problème, fille, right? And I've said it many times, even in conference, I've said it. I say it's true. And I was convinced, and I'm still convinced, that if it was a problem qui ban garçon ti gagne à cause d'autres besoins responsables, we will not be in that situation today. But because, it's like lots of, and I don't think, some people say, oh, you're feminist. So I don't think I'm a feminist. I think this is reality. I think women do lots of things that are wrong. And I will say it. I don't think I'm a feminist. But I think that we have to realize that this problem is horrible. It affects everybody. I said to them the other day, I say, imagine sa petit garçon that was born with a woman who's 16 years old, who didn't finish school, born from parents who are abused, using substance. One, let's say, is heroin, the other one is alcoholic, the mother is already not working, so they grow up. Sa petit garçon là, il pouvait naître, what is he going to grow into? I see maybe you have to look at it this way, because you don't seem sometimes to care about that little baby girl that's going to be born. So can you please look at that little boy that's going to be born? Do you think you want that little boy to grow up and to be the man he will be? How is he going to be? Most probably an abusive person, because that's all he's seen. Do we have to blame that boy? No. Do we blame the society? Yes, because we watched it all happening under our eyes like this.